Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to ITHive.org's Saturday morning live tech show. Trying a little different format here, maybe a little friendlier for your computer screen. So anyway, this is episode 67, not sure if I said that already, January 12th, and feels like minus 27 out. So for anyone not in Canada or in my area, it's cold. So anyway, today I just wanted to talk about going from crisis to crisis, which a lot of people do with their technology. Just one issue after another, and they never really get any benefit out of learning because no one is there to teach them, or educate them, help them understand why they got where they were. And I see this a lot, and unfortunately, of course I've talked about this before, but it's come to light again. My industry just doesn't do a good job there. We need to be educating people on what things are important, and admittedly it's an uphill battle. I'm trying to do this, and it's difficult because we have been taught, I guess, to not that everything should be free, and that we don't really need to worry about our technology stuff unless something doesn't work. But there's real risks to that kind of attitude. If you take security risks, for example, the hacker, right? The individual that wants to get on your device, infiltrate your privacy, they're not going to want to. They're not going to want you to know that they're there, right? So as they get more sophisticated, they're going to do things to infiltrate your device and not cause any problems. So you're happily working away, doing your online banking, thinking that you're in a secure environment and doing everything and all that stuff. Meanwhile, you have somebody infiltrating your device, and you don't know, right? And I've seen this before where people run into these kinds of security issues. And I used to be one of these guys, you fly in, you help out with the problem, whatnot, install some security software for them, whatever, and then disappear, right? But then the client, doesn't renew their security software because they're, led to believe that, free is better, and whatever they do, or they just don't know, and then they end up with the same problem. It's not helpful, right? We really want to, educate people and help them understand why they should be doing stuff, and empower them, right? We actually measure here how much time our clients need from us, and we encourage that time to decrease over time, because if we're truly educating our clients, then we are empowering them, right? We're giving them the knowledge, the understanding, the things that they should do, right? And with that, and with that education and knowledge, then their costs go down, right? And then they're empowered and they make better decisions, and this is particularly true if you're a business owner, right? I had this discussion this week, and I can't stress this enough. If you have a business, right, and so you're the owner of the business, you're at the top there. If you don't have some form of regular professional IT support, some guidance, right, someone to take your business ideas, your business needs, and translate that into what that looks on a security, on a technology front, right, and what needs to be put in place, then you're making a huge mistake, right? And yeah, sure, you might know generally stuff, but are you going to know everything? Are you going to have the experience of individuals that have done this work for years and years and years, actually made a living off that? No, right? So there's mistakes you'll make, right? And it's far better to bring in experts at some level that you can consult with, right? I've learned this. I've worked with lots of businesses, and the very, very successful businesses that I've worked with have delegated responsibility, and the owners have realized that they can't do everything, they can't know everything, but they need experts, right? Now, the opposite is true too, and that's why I named this video Crisis to Crisis. I have seen lots of business owners, right, that just go from one crisis to the next, never learning, never picking up on knowledge, and making the same mistakes over and over and over again. And eventually, well, okay, if it doesn't shut down the business eventually, it does have a cost, right? And for those fellow business owners out here watching this, right, you and I both know the biggest risk to your business is those costs that are unmeasured. And flipping from one crisis to the other is an unmeasured cost. What is that really costing you? And coupled with that, yeah, sure, hiring professional IT support services is going to be a cost as well. But, you know, it helps your business. So, you know, it's just so important. So, anyway, I just continue on there, and I can go on this rant even further. But, you know, again, I just got to stress to the business owners out there, if you're not paying regular IT support services, you're making a mistake, right? And the other side of it too is that there's a lot of folks out there that you know, so they have some technical background and they can do stuff, which I get, right? You know, I have that too. But the big difference with what we're doing here at ITHive.org is that we put tools in place that have to report a healthy status, right? We do that for ourselves. So everything we do with our customers, we support our own business with too, right? And why do I need that as a business owner? Well, because I want to know if there are issues, and I want to know early on that there's issues so I can deal with them before they become a problem, before they become a cost, before they become a source of frustration or any kind of issue like that. So, you know, I encourage even the technically savvy people out there, you know, strike up a relationship with ITHive.org, because we can at least make you aware of things that you're not seeing, right? Technology under the hood, the more simple it becomes for the human being, the more complicated it is under the hood. And it's impossible for a platform, whether it be Windows or Apple or whatever, to inform you about everything that's going wrong. Because typically these things start out small, right? And if the designers of operating systems inundated you with every little binsy-witsy little problem that you couldn't understand, right? You wouldn't enjoy that platform very much anymore, right? But that's exactly what we do at ITHive.org. We take these little incy-bincy little problems, right? Understand them, understand the trends, and then advise you as a customer or business owner, residential client, whatever, of issues that are pending and in terms that you can understand. So we take that burden away from you, and then also by nature of our relationship, take you out of that world of crisis to crisis, right? And risk and worry and expensive repairs. and all that stuff. I had this said to me yesterday by a business owner, and I smile every time I hear it. Well, I don't really smile, I cringe, I guess. And they said, well, every time I have a problem with my computer, I just buy another one. And it's like, oh, it's smack. That is just so 1990s way of thinking about technology. And it's flawed, right? Your cost, there's a cost of ownership to a computer. And you need to invest properly in that, in the technology world. I'm not a fan of free, because with free there's no responsibility. But you should buy good quality technology, right? And then support it on a regular basis, right? And keep it running. For those that think still in the 1990s mentality where I just buy cheap stuff, use free stuff, and then when it doesn't work, I throw it out and start that process all over again. Wow. It's 2019 now. We need to have a shift on that. There's so many problems with that, environmentally and also time-wise, waste of time, right? Again, that whole process, I know for a fact, costs time and frustration. You move from one platform to the other. There's always things that are never the same. You got to adjust stuff. You lose things, and then there's frustration. There's downtime to your business. It'd be much better to have that process be fluid, right, and keep things running the way they should be. So, anyway, I think that's it for today's rant. If anybody out there has questions, concerns, topic ideas, you can ask them now. I'm going to wrap up soon, or post questions. Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching this, Twitter. Let me know what your concerns are, and let's get the message out there. I think that the days are numbered for us to use technology without any kind of support, and the business model we have and the service we're offering is simply to address that issue, right? We've gone with price points and a service model that the educated and empowered client will save a lot of money and have better quality of life. So that's what we're trying to be after. And so we will talk next week, Saturday, 10 o'clock, like we do every episode. So that would be 68. And we'll see you then. Okay? So for now, we'll sign out.